Happy Tuesday, everyone. Great to see you and great to be back in to share another set of candy toes that matches these candy nails. And I hope you guys are throwing a bunch of guesses out. These are all pre-recorded, so I don't know yet. I haven't even uploaded Monday's video yet, but I hope you guys are throwing a lot of guesses out. And like I said in Monday's video, don't think because somebody threw it out or even did it in Monday's video that you can't do it in Tuesday's video. You don't want to write the same answer. There are people that do give away their winnings, and I do have somebody right now that is going to do it, and I don't know if there's somebody else. So definitely just throw it out there, right? Because, hey, maybe they gave it away and you end up being the winner. So don't be afraid to throw it out, even if you're answering an answer that somebody else already did. Let's just keep, having fun with this game because you never know. You could be the winner. All right, let's read our prayers and promises for women. We're on the very last one of this book, and then I'm going to be starting a new one. I do have another one. Actually, I might have two of them left over that I got from Jennifer. The last one we are on is worry. So yesterday I did wisdom. Today is worry. Psalms 55:22. Turn your worries over to the Lord. He will keep you going. He will never let godly people be shaken. And that is so true. God doesn't want us to fear or worry about anything. Of course, we do as humans, but he doesn't want us to. And that's why he, has these wonderful verses. The next one, Luke 12:25. Who are you by worrying can add a single hour to your life? That's true. How can we? When we worry, does it make it any better? No. In fact, it makes it worse. Worse. It's bad on our health. It really is. So God says, don't worry. Proverbs 12:25. Worry weighs a person down, and an encouraging word cheers a person up. See? So that's why I love to do these verses. I want to cheer somebody up that might be down today. I want to cheer you up. And I want to give you encouraging words from God. God is the one that's going to give us all the encouragement and, help us with anxiety and fears and worries and all of that. God's going to help us with that. The last one, Philippians 4:6 and 7. Do not worry about anything, but pray and ask God for everything you need, always giving thanks. And God's peace, which is so great we cannot understand it, will keep your hearts and mind in Jesus Christ. That's a great verse. Over here, gracious God, because of you, I don't need to hold on to worry. Each time it rises up in me, I can come to you with my problems, laying my burdens at your feet. And you promise to help me. Even if you don't change my circumstances, even if you don't change my circumstances, you give me your peace so I can endure. Fill me now with your peace. Replace my worry with the assurance of your provision. And that's so true. So maybe, we're praying and the situation isn't changing, but in reality, God is making us stronger then. We're becoming stronger from that problem. We were never told that we're going to live a perfect life. No worries, no anxieties, no none of that. We're going to have that, but pray. And when it doesn't change and you're thinking, why isn't God answering? Where is he? He is. He's there. And there's a reason we're going through it. There's a reason we're going through it. It doesn't mean that God doesn't care. And he just said, well, I'll just let that one go. There is a reason. And one day we can ask him. But let's just keep our faith. Down below it says, what worries can you hand over to God today? Well, I would say just the worries of all these viruses going on. There's a lot of viruses. I've been watching the news that they're saying that the viruses are going to be stronger this year. But we don't have to worry about it. Just hand it over to God. We just got over a pretty bad sickness. Never was tested to see if it was COVID. Could have been influenza because influenza hit early this year. I will be getting my influenza shot that I get every year, and I will be getting my COVID shot next week. But of course, we had to wait while we were sick. But I would say, God, just protect us during the flu season right now. During the flu season, protect everybody out there because that could be a worry, with people getting sick and stuff like that. It's that time of the year. But, with COVID and influenza and stuff like that can be more of a serious one. So just asking God just to be with all of us during this time of sicknesses and all of that. So I would say, that could be a worry for people. And then I just worry that not enough people are coming to God. So I pray for that more people get their hearts right with God. Because if you're not right and Jesus returns, and he could any day, we don't know, we feel it's coming soon, and you're not ready, There's no other chances, you guys. No more chances after that. So that's a worry for me too. So I pray for the world to get right with God. And I hope that I can help by reading these verses. Start your day, go through your day, and end your day with Life's Manual, the Holy Bible. Read it, study it, and get a great personal relationship with Jesus. And I know I repeat myself over and over and over, but this word is going to help you to grow, to learn, to stop worrying, to stop, having the anxiety and the fears and all of that. We're human and we still will, but it'll just be easier to endure when you're reading God's word and really making God number one in your life, going through the day with him, ending the day with him. It just definitely helps to make things better. So pick up his word and read it. And I'm saying it to you too, Angel, read it more. Even I got to read it more. And I want to thank you again, Jennifer. I finished another book. Thank you so much for these books. They're such an encouragement for me. And, I know they help others. I know they help you. And I'm just so excited to have been able to read 2 of them now. And I do have a third and maybe even a fourth one that I'll be reading. So thank you for these books. I really appreciate them. And I hope that they're saving a soul. And if they did, and you won your salvation today, well, write it down because you're heaven bound. All right, you guys, let's get on to these candy set of toes matching this set of nails. And I hope you guys are throwing all these guesses out. And like I said, again, don't worry if somebody else wrote something that you want to write. Just write it because maybe I didn't see it. Maybe it went to spam. Maybe they wrote it and yours came in first, but yet it seems like theirs came in. Or they want to just give their winnings up. Don't be afraid to write it in. And thank you guys for all that participating in this. It's so fun. I love to do this every year. And I can't wait for you guys to see the fashion tomorrow. Again, the fashion just matches the colors of this type of candy. So it's definitely going to be a fashion look that can be wore as fashion, but the colors of the look I'm doing. I won't exactly be dressing up as this candy, but it's going to be the colors, just like I did for the licorice. All right, you guys, let's get started. Everybody take care. God bless, and I'll see each and every one of you in my very next upload. Hi, everyone. So here's what I chose to go with for my second set of candy toes for my October giveaway, matching the set of nails I did on Monday. And I sure hope you guys are throwing those guesses out. If you'd like to see how I did this one, continue watching. Hi, everyone, and welcome back to Tootsie Tuesday. Getting ready to do another set of candy toes that matches the candy nails I did for Manny Monday. Now we're going to match the toes. And as you see, I do have one of the toes a little bit farther down for the white, and the other one on the big toe is a little bit shorter for the white. I'm doing that on purpose. You'll know, when I talk about that in Wednesday's fashion tomorrow, why I did it. I'm sure you guys already know and are already guessing in Monday's video. Again, these are all pre-recorded, so I don't know yet. But I hope you guys are throwing the guesses out in both videos. And now I'm going to go over and show you the supplies. So I'm using the same supplies for Monday's video. For the sheer background, I made this one. Again, I buy all these clears and I make all my own sheer backgrounds. So I wanted a nude one. This one was just a clear gel. I love this one, and I love the LA Colors clear. I just make sure I stock up on them. This is my favorite, though, the gel one. It's clear, and then I added in 20 drops of the Kiss Gel one called Tan. It was a tan. I dropped 30 drops in here and shook it up. That's the sheer background. And then for the white, I used the LA Color. They're my favorite white. And also the black. The white and black from Dollar Tree are my favorite. This is called Energy Source, and the other one is Circuit the Black. They're just my favorite. They're not too milky. They're not too thick. They're really great white and blacks. So that's what I use for that. And then I'm going to work with acrylic paints. I've got a palette here. Let me just grab it. So I've got a red, a white, and a black, and I added in a little bit of black. So I've got kind of a grayish color and a little bit of a darker gray. So I need the 2 grays like that. And then the red, they're just the paints from Walmart, the Apple Barrel right here, these 3 colors here. And they run between 50 cents and $1, and they last a lifetime. I love acrylic paints. So those are the 3 that I went with. And then I'm going to use Robin Moses's brush, if I can see it here. Oh, here it is. I'm going to use the brush to do the art. And I had it linked in Monday's video. I'll also link it in this video here. It's robinmosesnailart.com is how you order them. But also if you go to Robin Moses, her channel, it will be linked in her box. And it's so much easier to order. Right now, you can get both brushes for $20. They're $10 a piece. She has the wand. This is the wand, this is the liner, and then she has a striper. And I absolutely love both of them. The liner here is the one you do most of the art with, but her brushes are fantastic. She designed these, and I really, really love them. So that's what I like to tell you guys. Then when I'm all done, I'm going to top it off with the Seche Vite Dry Fast just to smooth everything down. And then we're going to matte finish it with the OPI matte top coat. For this particular candy, we really need to have it matted. And again, like I said in Monday's video, certainly isn't a candy that I would have thought would have ever been invented, but because of the year it was invented, like you've seen, it was in the 1930s. Of course, they didn't know a lot back then. I don't want to go too far into it because, again, I can't tell you till I open up my video tomorrow when you'll know what it is. But yeah, it just probably should have never been invented. But anyways, it was just fun though, and I'm trying to do unique candies. So I'm going to get started here on this one. I'm going to do a few of them. I'm going to leave the 2 big toes open because that's where I'm going to do most of the art. And I'll leave one of the baby toes open just to show you. I'm not going to do as much art on them. So yeah, I'm just going to get most of them done and I'll come back in and show all of you guys. All right, so I started with just doing the little red line because that's truly the way the candy looks. It's got the white and then the red line. So that's why I did that just on the baby toes. Of course, I'm going to do more art on the bigger toes, and I'll go over and show you that. So we'll get started here. I did leave one of the baby toes open just to show you. I'm just dipping into the red, and I'm just going to do a line here. Just a quick little red line with these ones. Since they're little smaller toes, I'm just going to do the red line, which actually is the exact candy. It's like that, the white with the red. All right, now we're going to dip into the darker gray here, the one I made, the darker gray. I'm going to dip into that, and we're going to go like this across the big toe, just kind of swiggling it around like this. It doesn't have to be perfect. This one, you kind of want it to look, you know, not a straight line like the red. And even the red doesn't even have to be a straight line, but we're just going to do both of them like this. Just kind of making it look puffy. All right. Like that. Now, I probably should have drawn in to show you guys that, but hopefully you guys got to see it. When I go to do the red line, I will show you guys that, but I'm going to let this dry, and then I'll come back and show you the next step. All right, now it's dry, and I can go ahead and go on to the next step, which I'm just dipping into the red, and we're going to do that above. Let me go ahead and draw it in for you guys, so you can just see it a little bit better here. Sorry. Okay. All right, so we're just going to go just under it and just do, or you know, just above it or under it, however you want to say it, because I'm looking at it where to me it's below it. For you guys, it's going to be above it, just the way, you know, because my toes are, you know, one way for me and one way for you guys. So I'm just going to make sure I get this red line drawn in there. And then I'm going to do one on the other toe like that. Again, it's just a line. It doesn't have to be perfect. These candies were not perfect when they put in the red, so doesn't have to be perfect, but just needs that red line in there. So just like that, you guys. And then we're going to go ahead and go on to the next step. We're just going to let this dry up a little bit, and then we'll go on to the next step. So let me just back out here a little bit. I don't know why I can't get a hold of this to draw it out. All right, we'll let this dry, and I'll be back. Now we can go on to the next step, which is working with this color here, the lighter gray, but I do need a little bit of water. I need this watered down. So I'm just going to stick a little bit of water into it like that, because that's how it works better for the effect I'm trying to go for. So we'll just dip in here like this and just kind of dip some of it off like that. And then this one here, I'm just going to draw like a, just a, you know, kind of just a, I don't know, a puff. Or like a cloud type. And then I'm going to dip in and pull some of it off. I do need the water to do that, so you need to dip in, grabbing a little bit of water here, and then just go like this and put it on it, and then you can get some of it off, because you really need this effect to not have so much in there. So you want to dip it off like that, and just keep working with it till you get most of it off from the inside. You need the inside of it off. And again, like I said, you might have to use a little more water and just keep dipping the brush until it, you know, gets most of that away, but leaving the edges to have it. All right, I just got a little bit of my finger or toe. So we're just going to dip it in. Again, this candy never should have been invented for children, is what I really meant, but I think even for adults. But basically, this candy should have never been invented for kids, ever. you know, it just got kids intrigued. All right, so now I'm going to dip in, not the watery part. I'm going to dip more into here. And I'm just going to do, just come off of it like this and a zigzag like this. And then I want to just kind of do a couple of little rings. So we're going to do like a circle, and hopefully you can see this. And another kind of oval shape is all I'm shooting for, kind of the circles like that. Then again, dip into the water, into this, and then you want to dip off your brush. Keep dipping off onto your paper towel. That's what I'm doing here, and getting it off. So I am just dipping and keep drying the brush. But then it gets the effect that I'm trying to shoot for. And you'll know. Obviously, you guys probably already know. It's not a real hard one to guess. I'm trying to make these a little easier because every year I make them kind of hard. And actually, it's funner when they're harder, but, you know, still having fun. And just thought I would do some unique, different ones. All right, so there's that. And that's pretty much the design there. And all I have left to do is, whoops, I backed away a little bit too far. All I have left to do now is to let them dry. I'm going to top them off with the Seche Vite Dry Fast, and then I'm going to matte finish them. Again, I will show you a look of them matted and a look of them shiny just to show you. But this look does need to be matted, and I'm sure you guys already know that, yeah, definitely this is a design that needs to be matte finished. So let them dry up, get the shiny coat on to smooth everything down, and then do the matte finish. I'll come in with one shiny, one matte just to show you. Okay, you guys. All right. All right. So I've got one matted over here and one shiny over there, just so you guys can see the difference in the two. But they definitely need to be matted. This just isn't completely dry yet, but you can see the other ones are matted. And it just looks better with the matte finish. Now, this one, I kind of had a little bit of mishap here because I didn't let it dry fully. And I don't know if you can see that. I'll drop a little bit closer, but I don't care because I won't have this on very long. It kind of, it looks like it's got a little bit of orange in there because the red kind of ran into the white. But that's okay. I'm not worried about it. The toes aren't even going to show. But yeah, I'd always wait for polishes to dry completely because they can smudge like that. But also they can smudge anyways. Even if they are dry, they can smudge. But there's the matte finish. There's the shiny finish. I just wanted to give you guys an example of both, even though I like this particular design matted. All right, so I'm going to finish matting them up. I'll come back and show you guys the end product. Alrighty, everyone. I am all done with my candy toes. That matches the nails I did for Monday. And I do love them. They're not my most favorite set that I ever did, but fun for the, you know, meaning behind it, the candy I did. Even though it shouldn't have been a candy that was ever invented in the 1930s. But back then, they just didn't know. And I hope you guys are throwing out some great guesses and are having fun with this. And as always, I hope everybody is staying safe, happy, and healthy, and as always, leaning on the Lord. Everybody take care. God bless, and I will see each and every one of you in my very next upload.